Nigga fan 007. What up? You good? I'm alive, I'm breathing. Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Fucking head, man. Drop this shit. What up?
You got Pat Stay. If his voice is messed up, you gotta listen close. You got Pat Stay on. Pat Stay was goody.
What's happening, man? I just get the voice problem again. Just so everybody now they know it's real. It happens every time I stream my voice. I got a real issue, right? But it usually goes away after I get some pretty potent medication, and it goes away after usually like a week, something like that. So I'll be all good and back in effect.
Okay. Yo, I was just talking about your battle versus Serius Jones at World Domination 6. How you feel about it?
I mean, it is what it is. To be honest, I'm glad what happened, because sometimes you need to learn your lesson and take shit seriously. You know what I mean? Like how I do it every time. I just finished my shit like the night before and the day of, and I keep doing it because like I stress about it, but then my people around me are like, man, shut up, Pat. This is what you do every time, and you pull it off every time. Fine, you're a performer. This is what you're for, and this is what you do. And I'm always like, yeah, you're right, and I tell myself that too. But the truth is, everybody should have this shit done like at least 3 days before, something like that. You know what I mean? And so it was just kind of a wake up call to be like, all right, Pat, fuck off. Next time you got to be fully prepared. You know what I mean? And because it's not just remembering; it's about performing as well. When you perform, and you don't know your shit out by heart, it looks like you're grabbing shit from out there, and it doesn't look smooth, anyways. You know, so it's just kind of a wake up call. I'm glad it didn't happen in like a title match or against Hollow and nothing like that. That's no disrespect to Sirius. He's dope, super cool guy too. But yeah, I'm not mad at it at all, man. Like, to be honest with you.
Okay, I got you. Let me ask you a question. Like, was you even motivated? Yo, in the battle, you said that you was like, all right, you lied and shit to miss the first battle. Was that shit true? That shit was dope the way you put it out there, the battle and shit.
Nah, man. Nah. You could tell by my voice now that shit wasn't true. Like, I do got a real fucking issue. I wish I didn't, man. It's crazy. Like, I could go on forever about it. It's like tomorrow I might have zero voice, and it's like when you have a problem like this, you actually have to build a new personality. It's crazy. It's hard to explain, but it's like during conversations, like your brain's triggering. So your brain tells you, okay, you can't elaborate off that because you can only use your voice this much a day, or now you can't make a joke off that. Like, you have to become a different person. It's fucked up. So, like, that's why I got so frustrated last time, because I thought he was out there calling me a bitch and a pussy and make it seem like I just had some type of cold, but really, like, I wasn't able to talk for like 5-6 days straight and shit. So it's a frustrating thing, man. But no, I just made light of the situation. That's all.
No, okay, I got you. So I mean, who do you have lined up? Anybody you aiming for?
Not right now, man. Not right now. I don't. I mean, I'm down. I'm down for whatever, but I don't have anybody lined up. No, I just I'll let that soak up, see what people think. I know people. I know that I got the first round 100%. I know the second round, I'm not sure. I guess that was a personal preference, and I would give the third round to him because of my I fucked up. You know what I mean? It wasn't smooth at all, right? So fucking I know people are gonna need to go over that and enjoy that and all that type of shit. I'll let that soak up for maybe 2 months, and then hopefully battle somewhere else like England or somewhere crazy after this. But I don't have anybody on my hit list, you know.
Okay. I mean, you done battle Hollow now Serius Jones. Is it kind of hard to like battle a regular battle on a regular status at this point? That you keep going up?
Nah, it doesn't matter because I battle Sirius. He's not in Hollow status or nothing like that. So at this point, it doesn't really matter to me. Battling Hollow was kind of like a goal for me, you know what I mean? So there's not much after that. So right now I'm just taking matches, and just for the sport, obviously for the money as well. But I want to battle you know who Marlo is? Marlo from England, right?
Marlo from England, okay.
Marlo and Shuffle T. Them guys are smart because they pick their battles and they do really crazy concepts in them and funny shit and stuff like that you couldn't do in like a really serious battle, and they go viral every time. For me, it doesn't matter who. I kind of want to pick people that I know I would have fun battling, like a challenge. You just said it a minute ago something about me not being motivated, and it wasn't even that, but I'd like to battle somebody that really motivated me. You know what I mean? Something that's a twist on what I usually do. A different challenge,
What about I'm just gonna throw a name out there. What about Tay-Rock? He came at you in the Calico battle. That wouldn't be a bad battle, you and Tay-Rock. And then you said you would battle Strug.
Yeah. I battle them both. To be honest with you, it doesn't interest me that much. It's kind of like still like a Serius Jones. Like it's like I'm not. It's not that I think that they're any like lower than me. That's not what I'm trying to say. It's just it's still just rapping back and forth with someone. It's still just very aggressive man poems. So it's not too outside of my creativity. So I do it. I do it if the time was right and I was feeling that type of hunger. But right now I want to travel, and I've battled the top. And I don't want to just keep battling people who I'm not motivated for, because it'll hurt my brain eventually. You know what I mean? I'm just sitting around thinking of punchlines, and I want to battle somebody. I want to do different shit. My first compliment battle, I know you probably don't fuck with that shit. I know New York people out in New York, they don't really fuck with that type of shit. But that was my favorite shit I ever did because it was completely different. It was my favorite shit I ever did. It always will be, because it was completely different. It was writing backwards, I always say, all rappers, every single rapper, their first rhymes were pretty much, I'm this, you're not, right? It's every rapper's first rhymes are battle raps. We've been writing battle raps for fucking decades, you know what I mean? This is how it is. So it's only natural for us to become battle rappers and do this acapella shit. It's not impossible. That's how everybody starts. But no one writes completely backwards. Now, I'm not saying it's the most talented thing in the world, but it was different for me. And I'm a lot more creative than to sit there and yell in somebody's face for 30 minutes and tell them why I'm tougher than them and they're fucking bitches, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you get tired of that shit is what you basically saying and shit?
Yeah. So I don't get so tired of it. Like, I'm not sick of it, but when I start keep battling opponents that there's no real meaning behind it or no real, like, storyline to it or something like that, I just feel like I'm selling myself short a little bit. And props to those guys. I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, but I just want to do shit outside the box. You know what I mean?
That's a good way of putting it and shit. Now you say it like that.
You know what I mean? Like, because what happens when you are the best battle rapper in the world? Then what? It's like, then what? I mean, yeah, there's movies and things like that, but I want to reach different avenues and stuff. A lot of people are always Pat, I'm sick of his second round. It's always jokey and funny, but that's why my formula works so well, and that's why my fan base is so diverse, because I have people of all different ages and everything that like my shit, and I make sure all 3 rounds are different, and that's because I want to reach different crowds. You know what I mean? I don't want my fan base to be a bunch of people that are just into bars. I want, you know what I mean? I don't know. I see a big picture, man.
What got you in the battle rap? Like, how do you start? Who would you watch?
Who did I watch? I watched the Source and Immaculate in jump off videos, because I did it way back too. It was like there wasn't that much before what I did, so I watched the Source and Immaculate, and I think that's it. Jump off. That's all I really seen. Cassidy versus Freeway, but the video wasn't out. It was just the audio. So I watched them, and then very shortly after, my first battle was in Halifax, where I'm from, and there was just rappers from different neighborhoods doing it, and I went over and I went against a guy in Halifax across the bridge, 'cause, and it did very, very well, and there was like a lot of views, and it 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 was man, my name blew up around here, so it was just very natural to me. Just like I said, all rappers start out battling. It was very natural, and I was always a class clown, and I always like being the center of attention, man. So it was kind of a easy task for me.
Dang, yeah, I remember watching you about the elements. Go ahead, Tony, bro.
Yeah. Yo, Pat, this is Tony, bro. I wanted to ask you, bro, like, so what do you think are the things that, you know, the culture, you know, the people should do to kind of push the culture forward or whatever? Like what sort of things, like, because you're saying that you want to go and do things that hasn't been done yet and expand your fan base. Like, what do you think battle rap is missing that they should probably do to expand the culture?
That's a really good question, man, because I was just thinking individually, like for each individual, how can they further their brand? And but for the culture in general, man, see what makes that tough is the financial thing. So I always think, you know, bringing in celebrities and stuff like that, but that costs a lot of money and no one wants to do it. I think it would be picking the right opponents, man, honestly, because how many times have we seen the best battle rappers in the world go against each other, and it's really not even that great of a battle because there's no storyline to it. It's not like, you know what I mean? You know, when there's like the characters have to match up like in a fight or like a movie or something. It's just not interesting. It's just two really good people going at each other, but the characters don't really match. They don't close.
God damn, I'm bad. Yo, Tony, bro.
Yeah.
I can't give a great answer for that, but like I said, I think the most important thing is matchups that make sense, or just like, I mean, now when I say a storyline, it doesn't mean like, okay, well, these two rappers should pretend to fight beforehand or build some type of anticipation, though that does sell. I just mean just really interesting ones, like Loaded Lux vs. Calico. You know what I mean? Like, I guess we didn't know what Loaded Lux was going to do, but it made sense because Calico is like that, you know, ignorant, young, doesn't give a fuck, just say whatever, you know, not very witty type guy, and Loaded Lux is like that preacher, like, I'm gonna talk to you right now, you know what I mean? So it was a really, it was almost like a teacher versus student, like it was, that shit will be a classic forever, you know what I mean? So it's just ones that are really captivating and just mean something, you know what I mean? Rather than two guys just barking at each other forever. Now I know that's just my personal preference, but I think some of these guy on girl, like Charron versus Bonnie Godiva, I don't know. I haven't heard it yet. I haven't seen it, anything. But I bet you it's going to get a lot of views. You know why? Because it's just different. It's like there's going to be a lot of girls watching it, like going for, you know, it's going to attract a lot of attention because it's not just your typical, I'll do this, you won't do that, you're a bitch, blah, 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 blah. All right, let's shake hands, you know, type of shit. Because, you know, at the end of the day, anybody can sit there and write down 1,000 punchlines and incorporate them into a battle. In fact, the newer the battle rapper nowadays, usually the better because they have 8 years worth of punchlines they've been writing in songs and they're notebad. So, I mean, I just like stylistically matches have to make sense, and that's what will keep battle rap alive. Otherwise, it's just going to get kind of drowned out. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? It's very repetitive, right?
Right. Yeah, right. Let me say, like, if that Calico battle, did you feel like that Calico battle, like, it's just like, what are we proving doing this shit? It kind of seemed like you kind of going with it in that direction. I can see why you just like whatever.
Me versus him?
Huh?
You say me versus Calico?
Yes, and the Calico battle, that's the reason why you was kind of like laid back and shit. Like, you think that shit is like kind of old now, just barking at niggas' faces and shit. You was Serius Jones face the first round though.
Say what?
You was Serius Jones face the first round though.
Oh, I'll tell you why. Because before Serius Jones, no, don't get me wrong. I don't think in the face and all that stuff is a bad thing. It's really dope. That makes battles good. I love watching battles like that. So that's not what I meant. I really love really hype, like aggressive battles and stuff like that. But if it's just that the entire time, forever, and no battle switches up, then it's just repetitive. But the reason why I was like that with Serius Jones in my first round is because I was angry because I was back trying to practice in the bathroom over and over because I knew I was going to choke in my third round because I just wrote it the night before, the majority of it, and the day of. So I was going over it and over it, and Organic was banging on the door. He's like, bro, you need to come right now. Sirius is in the ring. Everyone's waiting for you. I'm like, 5 minutes. And he's like, no. I said, buddy, I'm going to choke. He said, that's your fault. And it was real. He was, you know, and it hit me then. I was like, fuck, this is my fault. Because that round is like 4 minutes, you know what I mean? And like, it had a real deep message. And I knew it was really, really, really important that I performed it well. It wasn't going to translate good at all. It would just sound like I'm a fucking soft hater or some type of shit or whatever. But where I'm from, it would have been very impactful. And I would have never regretted saying it. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. But so when I was walking into the ring, I was in a bad mood. I was like, here we go. I know what's going to happen. This is my fault. I fucked up. And I was literally mad. Like when I'm in that ring, I was just mad at myself mostly. Like even Sirius gave me a look. He's like, what the fuck, man? This guy looks like he's gonna like, he gave me props. He's like, he could tell that I had a fucking chip on my shoulder. So that's why my first round was so aggressive in his face. But it's funny because right during my round when I was going off on him, I was like, this is working in my favor right now because I'm fucking him up. But when it came to second round, I started feeling I knew what was going to happen. And it was just kind of like sinking in. There was no way I could have remembered that. It was just fucking way too much and way too soon. So, yeah.
Yo, I have a question. The fans want to know: would you battle Big K? Is that something you're interested in?
Yeah, I battle Big K. Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Okay. He's one. That battle would be dope.
Say what?
That battle right there would be dope. Maybe in a Boston Massacre.
Yeah, I battle him wherever, man, and he's my guy too. It's nothing personal. I'm not saying that he's anything different than fucking. He's like anything outside the box, like battling a girl or anything like that. But the whole reason why I'm saying that is because when people ask who do you want to see Pastor against, most people say Big K. So I would do it. You know what I mean? I'd do it for sure.
Yeah, that would be a fire battle, I would think, man.
And I'm really excited for his angles against me since I just did like a fucking pimpin' type. He's gonna have all kinds of really hilarious, aggressive shit about my third round for Sirius. So I'm pretty amped to hear what people make that up to be, and he will be really good at it. So.
Pat.
Yeah,
yeah, Pat. I wanted to ask you before too, like in terms of your content, you always have good angles, and you balance that shit out with bars and everything. Like for you, what's harder to craft? Is it just the random bars, or is it the angles? Like, do the angles come naturally to you?
Man, it depends. I mean, like angles, I guess, are easier for me now. Because since I've been doing this for so fucking long, like, I do get bored of just, like, barring out with people. I actually do, because, like I said, I feel like anybody can do it. It's like, and even if they can't, they can have a ghostwriter and do it, so it doesn't seem like it's the most talented thing in the world, but you can tell by someone's raw emotion when they're attacking an angle that it's coming from them, you know what I mean? Like, so, but I'll still always incorporate everything. For the bar heads, for the people who want to laugh, and then for the people who want a deep message or at least something very angle based. And I like to show people that I'm a very observant person. So I make my shit very well rounded for that reason, you know.
Yeah, and I would definitely be. Go ahead, my bad.
I had a fan message me and say he was disappointed in me, and not because of my rounds, because he really liked them. But he said, you crushed it so bad that he goes, I know that you could do that all 3 rounds and beat anyone, so I don't know why you don't do it. And I just explained to him like I explained to you. Like, I know if I did that, then I would impress you and impress a lot of people. But, you know, like, I'm one of the only battle rappers that have girl fans. Like, girl fans that don't watch battle rap. And I know that doesn't mean shit to some people, but it does to me. I don't give a fuck about all these guys come up like, yo, man, you what the fuck. I do, but I want my fan base to be very spread out. You know what I mean? So I got to do shit to please everybody. You know, I can't just please one demographic. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Right, definitely. And I'd already said, like, I wanted to get your comments on, like, the KOTD chain. Like, what do you feel about it now? Because I feel like when you had it, it was so much respect on that chain, like, way more and shit. Like, no diss to Rome, but I feel like it kind of meant something more when you had it and shit. But, like, how do you feel about it, like, the process of getting it and all that going forward?
I'm glad that Rome got it, and he's holding it down. Caustic's really dope too. It was a very powerful title match. But you're right, and I mean it with all respect. You're not the first one that says it. Pretty much everyone says it. And the title meant so much more when I had it. It was like it was you know, I had a lot of leadership. I had a lot of there was a lot of power behind it. People were really, really paying attention. I'm not sure, man. I had a long stride of success in battle rap, so I think it was just a really long build-up. Everybody wanted me to have it for so long, and I was always saying no. And then I grabbed it, and they're just like, finally. And I'm glad that I don't have it anymore. But do I think anyone's ever going to win 4 championships in a row? No, ever. I mean, in any league, it's just too much. The fans always demand someone new, right? So I'm glad I laid my foundation down, and you know what I mean? Though it was a lot more people on my dick back then, I hate to say it like that, but you know, now I'm facing more challenges and shit, you know what I mean? But I wish Rome the best with it, and I hope he wins 4 times. I really, really do. I mean, I'd be happy for him. He's a friend of mine.
You don't really give 2 fucks about trying to regain the chain.
No, I don't give a fuck about trying to regain the chain. I earned my big name from no title matches. It was from battling like Hollahan and then like Head Ice, Arsenal, all these names that don't go for the chain. You know what I mean? And that was just to kind of make a point. So I wanted to first of all prove that I was the best in Canada. And then I wanted to battle the best in the world, like Disaster, and I beat him. And then like Daylight, and I wanted to make a point. Let's just imagine if I beat Immaculate, and I wouldn't have battled Hollow Don, I would have battled fucking Caustic to Don. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
The KOTD title match not featuring a Canadian was kind of a thing. Like people were discussing that, like. Do you feel like anybody from Canada necessarily is in line to maybe make a shot at the chain?
I hope so. I don't know who's really working that hard right now. To be honest with you, I've said this so many times, it sounds almost rude, but I don't really watch battle rap that much. I only watch it when like it's time for me to get inspired. So, but you know, of course, we'd like it to be a Canadian again. Down the road, if I had to, man, I would do it. You know, if I really had to, like if I felt like, you know, King of the Dot's falling apart, no one cares about the title anymore, because that's what it might come down to. The last title match before this, there's like 100 people there, and fucking people were leaving, walking away. No one cared. Even for this title match. And like I said, there's no disrespect to Ron or Caustic, because they're both my friends. They're both very talented. But they were talking about switching me to the made to be the last battle instead of them, because they didn't want people leaving, because they know that I'm going to hold the crowd no matter what, and they want to make sure that people are there for the title match. So if I felt like King of the Dot was on a big downfall, like I thought it was before, and you know, it needed me, then yeah, I'd come wipe somebody the fuck out again. Maybe 5 times in a row this time.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's what inspires me, and you know, I mean, like that was a lot of pressure. And no wonder I won so much, because you don't want to let down your country. You know what I mean? And maybe I should find an inspiration like that now, because then there's no way I'm fucking losing. I'm too competitive of a person. Like, I'm not going to lose this title, and that's why. You know, I don't know. Yeah. So who knows, man? Maybe someday. But right now, I'm more interested in branching out and doing other things. You know what I mean? Outside of Canada.
Other things like what?
Other things like, porno, just other things. Just to widen my brand, you know what I'm saying? So, shit like that. I'm trying to say what?
You stupid, but go ahead.
Yeah, I'm trying to widen my brand, man. So, I'm trying to talk my girl into do a porno with me. She's, I'm trying to, so get me in it. Me and Head Ice to tag team her, but she's not feeling her,
Oh man, yeah.
I'm just joking. She's right here with me, like shaking her head. I'm just joking. Shouts to Head Ice, my favorite battle rapper of all time.
Who?
Head Ice, the best battle rapper of all time, man. He's the best.
Head Ice? Yeah, you and Head Ice was a fire battle too.
Yeah, I had fun battling. That's one of my funnest battles.
You know what? You Head Ice, you and Math, and you and Arsenal was kind of slept on because it happened so early. I kind of think.
Man, they all got 1 million views. Well, me and Arsenal got 2 million views, and them ones got 1 million views each. So
that Arsenal battle was crazy right there.
Yeah, it was all right. Yeah.
But fucking you and Ice, you and Math, like both them battles was fire. I thought.
I killed Math. I killed Math. My first round was fire, and my second round was fire. My third round was whack, but.
Did you kill Math?
Yeah, I beat Matt. I guess I wouldn't say kill it. I think he did good too for coming to Canada, but I think I decisively won. What do you think?
Yo, but I know one thing. Like both them battles is fire, but that Charron battle was kind of awkward as fuck the way it ended. Cause it was becoming a good battle. I still don't understand what happened really there.
Oh, me and Charron?
Yeah, that battle was like on the road. Like that shit was crazy going up into the third. You was talking to Charron, but Charron had some shit. He was fighting back.
No, that
you got to give him that. He was fighting back.
Charron might have been my toughest opponent to date.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the whole he couldn't spit around shit. That's where everything went wrong at. And it made the battle like whatever.
Don't get that twisted, man. He had a round. He just didn't. He wasn't able to incorporate like 8 bars about Hollahan being on stage because it would have turned into a fucking war, you know what I mean? Or at least just a big brawl and stop the whole event. So he wasn't able to bring Hollahan on stage to be like, yeah, what are you saying is true, blah, 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 blah. Man, he didn't scrap a whole round. Don't.
Yeah, but you don't. Yeah, but you don't. But you got to think about it, Pat. You don't know where he was going with that shit. You don't know. It could have been a whole round for all you know.
No, I knew everything. That's what happened. I knew everything an hour before the battle, and that's why it stopped. I found out from one of their sources. They gave me the call. So it was nothing. He was going to say some of the shit that he said in his third round. Hollahan was going to jump on stage and say, "Yeah, you fucked up the loyalty and blah 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 blah." That's just or whatever. But I heard from somebody else that Hollahan was supposed to do something like violent. He you know what I mean? He came with a certain group of people just in case. So I was like, well, if he comes on stage, then I'm going to swing. So, no, he could have lost the battle.
Well, wasn't Hollahan like your best friend at one point? Everybody was saying that.
Yeah, so that's why it's that much more. It would have been that much more personal. You know what I mean? I'm not that much of a hothead, but from what I was told, that he was going to come on and try some real sneaky shit. Aside from the shit that he was going to say or whatever, yeah, no, I'm not about that shit. You know what I mean? It wouldn't have been a good look.
So you just shut that shit down. That's fucked up. You did that shit to Charron, man. He waited 5 years for that goddamn chain.
It's like a comic book.
Well, hey, yeah. Sometimes you gotta teach them. You gotta teach them who's boss. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh man, your first round was fire though, but I don't know. So I mean, so you already looking at
what you think about me versus Sirius? Tell the truth.
I think Sirius got you. I seen it twice.
Break it down.
All right. Your first, number one, I like your first round, to be honest. It's debatable to me. I'm gonna tell you why. I think that he was kind of over scheming. That's just to me personally. I liked it, but like your shit was like you was amped up, direct as fuck, like a motherfucker. Like your first round was fire. The third round, the reason I was fucking with the angle heavier third round where he was going with him being a pimp and with a daughter, but it was like you just couldn't get it together and shit. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was going he was fire round 3 too. So I gave him that round. And the second round really can go either or, I think, off of 2 watches. He was scheming like I won, but not super crazy.
But so you think I won round 1, right?
Yo, to me, yeah. I know some people gonna say no. Serius Jones is going crazy, but I thought he was over scheming. That was me.
To me, I'll be honest with you, right? First of all, shouts to Serius Jones. He's a real cool dude. I like him a lot outside of battle rap. I'm just not feeling the whole, like, I'll give my man a G and put you in the ER. That's a manager. I'm just not feeling that. And I'm not impressed by it at all. Like, just like the whole, if we beef over cheese, you'll spill the beans to get me wrapped up. You trying to kid? Like, I'm not feeling that shit. That's just me. So I'm not impressed with that type of stuff. So that's why, but he did go off and, huh?
I was saying, is that lazy to you when people do that?
I can't stand when people do that. It's almost like insulting my intelligence. It's like if I give my man a G, he'll put you in the ER, and I'm like, what do you think? That's a manager. It's like, okay, what the fuck does a manager have to do? What the fuck does a manager have to do with this? And plus, if you put my man a G and put you in the ER, that's a manager. You forgot the U there, asshole. I mean, but no, like I'm just not impressed with that type of stuff. I'm just being honest. But he did get a lot better, and he was more consistent to me. So I'll say it like this: I would never go around saying that I won the battle because of my stumbles. But if he went around saying he won, that's cool, and I understand it. I think if I wrote my third round a few days before, and I really laid that down solid, I don't think that there would be any debate because it was some real shit, and I fucked up a lot of those lines. But it is what it is, and if somebody says I lost, I completely understand.
Yeah, well, yo, was you crying in the third round?
Like crying?
Yeah, when you started spitting, it looked like you cried for a second when you was playing your third round. Yeah.
No, I didn't cry. But if it looks like that, that's fucking dope. Does it really look like that?
Yeah, I thought you cried.
That's dope.
When you started really going off in the beginning of the third, if you watch it, you'll see.
Why? Like at the very, very beginning?
Right.
When in the battle, like at the very, very beginning, or what?
It was like about 8, 10 bars in. You'll see when it dropping shit.
That's dope.
Yeah, but I'm saying it was dope throwing shit. But shit, man,
hey,
yo, I appreciate you calling up. You heard?
No, for sure, man. I'll tell you right now. Don't ever say that I'm not because tomorrow, I guarantee the next 2 days I will not be able to talk because of this interview, right? So I give it up for my peeps.
Yo,
that's
peace
what's up,
bro.
bro.
Funny ass nigga, man.
Yo, and I don't know if we have time, but I do want to cover the fact that because I've been holding this in for a long time, man, and a lot of people are coming to they're letting everybody know, but I figured I'd let everybody know on radio, man. But fucking African Bambaataa, man, he gave me brains, man. I just want to let everybody know that I'm another victim, man. He fucking gave me brains, man. No, I'm just joking, man. Yo, I appreciate your time, bro.
All right, bro. Hey, you stupid, man. Yo, I'll let you, Pat.
Man, 007, what up? You good? I'm alive, I'm breathing. Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Fucking head, man. Drop this shit. What up?